Karnataka Government Servants, Seniority, Rules, 1957 with examples. Rule 1, Title and Commencement. Description. These rules are officially called the Karnataka Government Servants, Seniority, Rules, 1957, and came into effect on 7 February 1958. Example. Any references or legal discussions regarding the seniority of Karnataka government servants cite these rules as the Karnataka Government Servants, Seniority, Rules, 1957. Rule 1A, Applicability to local candidates. Description. These rules do not apply to local candidates until their appointment is regularized. Once regularized, their seniority is calculated from the date of their regular appointment. Example. If a local candidate was appointed on 1 January 2020 and regularized on 1 January 2022, their seniority is counted from 1 January 2022 as the date of regular appointment. Rule 2, Determination of Seniority. Description. The seniority of any post is determined as follows. A. Officers appointed against clear vacancies will be considered senior. B. The seniority of officiating officers is determined from the date of officiating. C. The seniority of temporary appointees is determined by their continuous officiation date. Example. A. An officer appointed against a clear vacancy on 1 January 2020 is senior to another appointed on an officiating basis on the same date. B. If two officers officiate on the same date, their seniority is determined by their seniority in the lower grade. C. The seniority of two temporary officers appointed on the same date is determined by their continuous officiation periods. Rule 3, Direct Recruitment and Promotion. Description. Direct recruits take precedence over promoted officers if appointed on the same date. Example. If a direct recruit and a promoted officer are appointed on 1 January 2020, the direct recruit will be senior to the promoted officer. Rule 4, Seniority Merit Promotion. Description. Promotions based on seniority merit are determined as follows. 1. Based on cadre seniority in the lower cadre. 2. For promotions from different posts or categories within the same level, based on service length in that level. 3. For promotions from different levels, based on the procedure approved by the appointing authority, with necessary advice from the Public Service Commission if required. Example. 1. Among 3 candidates promoted from the same lower cadre, their seniority remains as it was in the lower cadre. 2. Second Division assistants and Second Division accountants, both being at the same level, will be promoted based on their service duration in that level. 3. Technical assistants and storekeepers from different levels will be promoted based on their respective levels, following the approved procedure and necessary advice from the Public Service Commission. Rule 4A, Selection for Upgradation. Description. For selection for upgradation, seniority is determined by the order of selection by the authority. Example. If 5 officers are selected for upgradation, the first officer in the selection order is senior. Rule 5, Seniority of Direct Recruits. Description. The seniority of direct recruits is determined as follows. A. Based on merit rank in the competitive examination. B. Based on merit rank in the selection process by the appointing authority. C. Based on merit rank after training. Example. A. The candidate with the highest rank in the competitive examination is senior among new recruits. B. The candidate with the highest rank in the selection process is senior. C. The candidate ranked highest after training is senior. Rule 6, Transfer of Officers. Description. Transfers made in public interest do not affect the original appointment date for seniority. An officer transferred on request is placed below all current officers in the new cadre. Example. An officer transferred in public interest on 1 January 2020 retains their original appointment date for seniority. A request-based transfer places the officer below all current officers in the new cadre. Rule 6A, transfers in defense and all India services. Description: Rule 6 applies to transfers in defense services, all India services, or those made in public interest. Request-based transfers place the officer below all current officers in the new service. Example: an officer transferred in All India services on 1 January 2020 retains their original appointment date for seniority in their parent service. Request-based transfers place the officer below all current officers in the new service. Rule 7A, Statewide Seniority Lists. Description: Seniority in statewide cadre is based on continuous service length. If service lengths are equal, seniority is based on service length in the lower cadre or age. Example: an officer with continuous service in a district cadre from 1 January 2010 is senior to one with service from 1 January 2012. If both started service on 1 January 2010, the officer with longer service or older age is senior. Rule 8, Undecided Cases. Description: Cases not covered by other rules are decided by the appointing authority with advice from the Public Service Commission. Example: in case of disputes regarding seniority for promotion between technical assistants and storekeepers, the appointing authority, with advice from the Public Service Commission, resolves the issue in the absence of clear rules. Rule 9, Cases under Reorganization Act. Description: the initial seniority of those affected by the 1956 Reorganization Act is not determined by these rules but based on the reorganization procedures. Example: officers transferred to Karnataka post-reorganization have their initial seniority determined by the Reorganization Act, not by these rules. Rule 10, Annual Seniority Lists. Description: the appointing authority or the government prepares annual seniority lists for each cadre or category of posts. Example: annual seniority lists for administrative cadre should be published each year, listing officers according to their seniority. Summary: these rules provide a strict method for determining seniority among Karnataka government servants, ensuring clarity and fairness in promotions, transfers, and appointments. If you liked all the aspects of this voice clip, please like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to share the information with your friends and encourage them to subscribe to the channel as well. When the channel gains new subscribers, it inspires us to bring more new information on service matters in both Kannada and English, making it easily understandable and engaging for you based on your preferences. We request you and your friends to continuously support our channel and cooperate with our new efforts. Expect more new information in the future. We express our infinite gratitude for listening to this voice clip. A warm welcome to our Service Matters community for those who have already subscribed to our channel.